Oh my god, such eyes.
I don't even know what to say, man.
Yeah.
Just, it was so jarring.
So jarring.
In the sense that they aren't supposed to
It's
look
supposed
like
to be
that.
like that. This is not this show. It's just, they're generally smaller than at least for characters like her.
I don't know who the art director was for this episode, but man, what did you do?
So with all that being said, welcome to episode 166, Vanguard,
Yes.
Legion, Mate,
Mate 3.
yeah.
And well,
They decided to break the chain early.
What?
We
Stop
thought
doing
we
let's
thought
go
we were going
get
to
a next-
recruit Shingo next,
Oh yeah,
and
rused
then
us,
they didn't even.
and they
You didn't
rused
even.
us good.
Didn't even.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just. It was, yeah.
I
So
know
it,
one of you
Spoilers.
guys called it.
Spoilers. He didn't even fight.
it opened with the Council of Doom, not the student council, but the you know the relevant people.
No.
What's the name of that stall in the swamp in the Justice League that the bad guys all sit in?
The Legion of Doom, man.
Yeah, the Legion of Doom. That's what
Yeah.
they are.
It's just yeah, the Elite Four, you know. Anyway,
Everyone has to have one after Kill a Kill, you see.
plotting their plots because they don't like people who remember things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, their leader's all pissed. The girl is just laughing her ass off.
And she sounds like Nui.
Yeah, I've heard that voice. I just don't know where the hell it was from. It scares me. At any rate, leader guy, or at least who I assume is leader guy, is kind of pissed. And
Sends
he,
Butler.
he was about to go do something, and then his butler, because apparently he has one of those, offered to do
With-
some silencing.
With double monocles.
Double monocles. All the way across the sky. Meanwhile, at Naoki, inspecting the club room because reasons, and Shingo's there because actually I'm not even sure why.
You
just
Shingo
sort of
gives a
following
crap.
Him, I don't know. And Kai and Misaki had a proper conversation for the first time in their life.
Yeah,
I think.
first time they've ever actually just sat down and talked.
It was such a powerful conversation. It made Misaki's eyes grow 3 sizes that day.
Yeah.
And their mouth shrink by 2.
They were discussing the situation, plan of action, I guess. We can't exactly tell you 100% because
At this point in time,
the episode is still not subbed.
because Crunchyroll kind of sucks.
Their excuse this time, due to
Oh
the
yeah,
long weekend. in
long
Japan.
weekend in Japan. I.e., wouldn't you have more time to do this? It's not like the episode didn't come out.
Whoever gave them the raw, or is supposed to, probably
Decided to
was
take
off
a
work that weekend.
decided to take a break. Which, and then they wonder why we don't go to them most of the time. It's like we try to, but then this crap pulls off. And I'm not talking about for Vanguard alone. There's other shows too. Kill a Kill.
Lots of them, I'm sure. We just haven't been watching all of them.
The last episode of Kill a Kill has been delayed by 3 days due to problems at Crunchyroll.
Oh god, if they do that, I'll drive down there.
Jesus God, no.
We'll drive across the Pacific Ocean to Japan.
Crunchyroll is not in Japan.
Oh, I just thought we would drive to Japan to watch it.
No, you understand. Unlike Vanguard, Kill Kill actually has people subbing it regardless. So we have at least 2 subs up by the time the Crunchyroll comes up, because instead of having it, sub to 2 every week like it says on their freaking site, it shows up usually the next day past midnight. But that's a different story altogether.
Right, so they get their plan, and then suddenly Butler up in Naoki's grill
Yeah,
He came in through the
you're just
window
kind of there.
through the window,
by a bolt of
and
lightning.
it was terrifying, apparently.
Yeah, and for the next minute, I'm about to make a note about something. This series in white or gray hair.
Yeah.
Anyone who has white or gray hair either uses Mega Colony
Or
or will
Mega
use them,
Colony.
or is associated to him in some way. I say that because, if I recall, I don't 100% remember, but the leader of those guys in the tournament in season 1 who was using the Mega Colony,
Oh, no, he had brown
he
hair.
had brown hair, but fighting Misaki, who has gray hair, so.
Also, they apparently all wear glasses. Cause if
They
you,
do all.
They're all
Kyo does not wear.
nerds.
Yeah, everyone but Kyo. But to be fair, Kyo only uses them once. And then dishes them.
He's a nerd who wanted to beat Aquaforce the easy way.
Easy way.
And yet he didn't. Go figure.
The plot armor is strong.
Yeah, that white wavy hair, man. If you thought he looked like a certain someone, well,
Take your
damn
pick.
it. It's weird that he's not a certain someone. At any rate, he's packing the weird new Booster 15 machining brake ride bullshittery.
Yeah, your whole field can't stand him. What are you gonna do?
Well, what he's gonna do is ride his actual Vanguard and Legion for game.
Oh
Because
god.
apparently, he could not trigger for shit that game.
Yeah, with that said, this is our first chance to get a really decent look at the brawlers, just in general. Not just their boss dudes, but like other kind of guys they have.
yeah, dude.
And as you would expect, they're like school thugs and disciplinary
Durgans.
dragons. So needless to say, I'm naming that deck Seifu Kai. Those who actually drudge through Bloody Fight will know what I'm talking about.
But the card fight really was not the centerpiece of attention. Surprise, surprise. Just like the other two weren't.
Yeah, that's the thing about this
There's
show.
actually plot going on.
Thing about this show, the card game always take the back seat.
When he took the front seat, everything sucked.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. But yeah, so anyway, Naoki
Naoki was about to give up, and then Shingo's like, "Don't do that."
And then Aichi appeared in a mist of blood, and he was like, "I can't." He's like, "You're gonna fail," and Naoki's like, "I can't fail. Aichi's doubting me."
she's doubting me.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. He was having these visions of Aichi saying, "You can't do this," which were upsetting to him because, that's completely out of character.
Yeah. If he doesn't think someone could do it, he just kind of laughs with that dumb grin. And lets that speak for itself.
And then Shingo wonders why the hell he's rooting for Naoki. And then he seems to get a vague recollection of,
We were friends.
We're friends at some point.
but who's Aichi? He hasn't really remembered anything of import, but
He remembers that there's some kind of connection between him and Naoki. Because, they had that bromance over the school invasion.
and built a thing together.
Naoki carried Shingo's lifeless body out of the wreckage,
Yeah, he did.
all Saving Private Ryan style.
I was hoping more for Rambo style, but
Rambo,
Meanwhile,
Rambo.
Meanwhile, after Naoki wins, Butler guy just sort of hops right back out the window he came in.
Yeah, you're gonna tell us what's going on.
What's going on?
Nope.
So no progress was made at the end of this day,
This for-
except for Kai, because at Kai he goes to pay a visit to Ren.
Yep. Who's sitting in his fancy chair in the room that looks like Takuto's place?
His fancy suit.
He took the job of CEO from Tetsuo.
What?
Wait, Tetsu wasn't even. He was just the guy who did everything.
He just
because
does the
Ren was
work.
fucking
Ben was always in charge. I'm saying the room looks like Takuto's room. I'm saying he took that over because he apparently has the money to do all that other stuff.
Where does
And
Ren-
Takuto doesn't exist anymore. Maybe he did buy out the place.
Well, you see.
I just liked his massive green chair.
He sort of I don't know where he got the initial money to build the asteroid headquarters.
How about the school? Right next to
But-
it.
Yeah,
With an underground pathway to the building.
I just. I assume he did some sort of initial investment, and then it,
See, Rant first started as a prostitute.
To make
became a
hologram
pimp.
machines out of helmets? Where did he get that money?
Was a prostitute, became a pimp, started a pimp empire.
They don't make that much money. I mean, they make money, but they don't make that much.
That's why he started an empire.
Hologram machine helmets.
anyway, we don't know how,
He
but
invested his
Point
pimp
is-
money in
self-sufficient
companies.
businesses.
So that's why I say maybe he did do that. Or maybe I'm just looking too into it. Maybe it's, what was it, apophenia?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, apophenia. Maybe it's just that. And I'm just looking way too into it. But that doesn't matter. Point is, the previews indicate it's more likely going to be a fight between Kai and Miwa.
Unless they're rusing
Unless
us again.
they're buddy fighting us. It'll surprise you.
What is with these previews and just trying to ruse us?
Well,
Why
with
can't they be like
Kill la
Kill,
Kill,
where
it makes
But-
sense.
but
they haven't finished the episode.
Yeah, like after the last episode, I know it's for certain they make the previews before they actually make the episode, because those of you who saw the preview for the last episode before last week's saw the Elite Four with their white marching band suits. They clearly weren't using the marching band suits, whatever their light fiber uniforms are. Goku uniforms. They haven't called those that in forever. Goku uniforms.
I
And-
started rewatching the show from the beginning.
And then they come,
So-
but then you watch the episode, they're black and gold instead of just all white.
which is amazing because that means Trigger is walking the finest line in the history
Yeah,
of man.
they're literally making the
Usually
episodes
you
week by
finish-
week.
Usually you finish
pants.
your season before you release the first episode.
Nope.
No, it's like we're gonna do this like this.
They only have the confidence to make it as they go.
So good. It's not quite what's happening here, but man, are they being deceptive when they want to be?
Yeah.
That or they are making fake previews.
We're getting a
That-
Morikawa fight, guys.
Dude,
Let's do it.
well, wait, but is it going to be Morikawa or Morikawa?
I want Morikawa.
It makes a difference. Because if it's him and his 3 deck, it's not going to be much of a fight. Guy will have to intentionally go super easy just to make them go on long enough to make him remember who IG is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Morikawa, use this deck. No, I'm not using the rebirth. Just use the fucking rebirth.
That
I'm
deck's
pretty sure
gone,
Rebirth
Em.
is dead now.
You can keep bringing back Draconic Overlord all you want, but that one, no.
I think Joker powers are kind of gone.
Well, at any rate, whatever happens, Kai is showcasing the new ace from Booster 16, so that's probably going to be pretty exciting.
Oh yeah,
And the
not
Sparkle
Soul
Proof
Saver
Blaster
Dragon.
Blade continues to Sparkle Proof because it's got the matching art for that Legion, which is different from the one with Wingull.
I don't think you understand. That means that if they do make that Seeker of Blades Draconic Overlord the Brawler,
Step.
they'd have to make another art for him too to match up. We'll have 3.
I mean, these freaking Legion rares can do that all they
No,
want.
that means they will have 3 iterations of the same card, each one different from the other,
They can
and
keep doing that.
and they'll
They
make you
want
have to choose.
so much money.
You will have, yeah. It's like if you're doing like an all like Legion deck, you know, for the 3s, you gotta go 2-1 Blast Blade, 2 of the other, so you can specifically grab the one you need to make them match up, or else it'll look weird. Evil
For those
geniuses.
Blaster Blades, people.
I mean, we talk crap about Bushiroad's decisions, especially in tournaments. But
man,
then
do
it's
they
their-
know how to make money.
Yeah, but damn it if they don't know how to market cards.
If there's one thing Japan knows how to do, it's marketing. And Bushi Road is like a perfect
I mean,
example of this.
advertisement they aren't so great about,
Yeah,
but the actual marketing of their
product.
product is pretty sound.
Their artwork was already good. Now they're bringing it up to 11 and just here, have more.
Guys, let's make our
Choose.
most popular set have 2 of each. So they have to decide or buy both.
You either buy enough to make 2 decks with the exact same thing, one white, one black, or just buy everything white or everything black. Your choice, but you're gonna probably buy either way.
You're probably gonna buy both because you love those maids.
Bermuda is so mind screw when it comes to triggers now because they have like 4 sets of every kind.
Yes.
Not gonna know what their lineup is. Unless it's an archetype deck, then you do.
But I'm using coral.
Well then, you're gonna mind screw. Always one pile driving orca.
Since we're already off topic, I also want to say that feeling when Spike Brothers have a build that can use stand triggers.
Yeah, dude, like...
Go into detail, Lucifer.
Because on the turn you attack with Deadly Lucifer, you're gonna go a rear guard first. So when you swing in with him, if you hit a stand trigger, you stand up whatever from this side lane you want, then use his ability to move in the one that you have a replacement for. Bam, another full lane with plus 10k on it.
Free column. No, especially works for the Dudley from the for the Lucifer break ride thing, because you attack with the front. You know, the one column, the front one goes away. Attack with him, stand the rear guard in the back, and then put something there.
Put power on the other side.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, because then you don't have to worry about them getting that other draw
It
trigger.
means you have 3 full attacks. I mean, 4 full attacks.
Plus whatever shenanigans with
Plus,
Dan.
yeah, plus whatever extra stuff with like Dan or Dragger's break ride. You can do stuff now. Like Spike Brothers actually have options.
They still only have one deck, but it can actually make plays.
Like
You
they have
know,
one
like
deck
an actual
move.
team.
But yeah, they actually do have a play
Actual
now.
football?
Yeah. But no, you can technically have 2 now. You can still go for the Emperor one if you're crazy. I mean, balls to the wall is cool, but I personally like, consistency.
Yeah, not only is it consistent, but it's also an 11k, isn't he?
He is. So he
yeah.
won't die to those just grade 1s that have 10k power.
11, and then a couple of jelly beans to round out your deck so you always ride properly.
I was about to say something really silly. I was about to say, well, there goes one other thing Musketeers can actually fight, but then I was like, wait.
You guys got
Legion
Legion,
by then.
so shut up.
Yeah. And then they're both 10k.
Won't even matter. You're only hitting for 22 anyway.
Oh, dude, if they're both 10k, they get to be the special snowflakes that have a plus 5k skill, so they're 25.
Yes. Just to make sure those 10k anythings are dead even harder.
Like, Jesus, being Coco is suffering.
Yeah, I guess it needs to say when my battle sisters come out, I'm replacing my grade 3 lineup for 11Ks because, especially after Legion, there's no way I can block Legion attacks with a 10K Vanguard consistently.
I get the feeling that soon enough we're gonna have decks that just don't counterblast for shit because they want you to play 3+ quintets.
I just want a clan that uses your opponent's counterblasts.
It's called Mega Colony. They don't do it directly, but they make your opponent burn their own resources to do things they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah. No, I just mean like you counterblast one of your.
I counterblast 2 of your damage to blow up one of your monsters.
Please, no.
I'm counterblasting 3 of yours for Overlord.
Or make it super costly, like counterblast 2 of yours and your opponent's monster.
Yeah.
It's not damage to kill one of your opponent's monster, any of your choice.
Yeah. That's what I was.
It's a
thinking.
cost of 4, but you need your opponent's damage to be open to do it too. Even if it's just counterblast 2 of yours and counterblast 1 of theirs.
And then we get the ability to Soul Blast from the opponent.
It's okay. We're not getting new
Fuck
clans.
over Dark Regulars.
No, it doesn't have to be planned. Remember, we can make them archetypes.
Yeah.
Genesis, let's do this. Soul blast your opponent's soul to do your stuff.
No way. That's a taboo because
Hell Moon Dark Regulars will get fucked harder.
Decks rely on that.
You
so-
say taboo, but we've seen them break taboos before.
Link Joker freaking went and
Link
locked.
Joker is taboo. That's what they were advertised as.
Yeah, they literally do it.
Nubatama, bind everything. They get another crit. Hold
Yeah,
on.
can't discard cards anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Now they have a whole deck that can let them do it, plus bind stuff. Like, they're no strangers to letting cards break their normal rules.
Let's do it. Nubatama uses
You're just
your
upset
counterblast.
because it'll kill your Tsukuyomi forever if they make it.
Wah.
Because there's no way that'll come back from eating all of its chain.
You just have to eat the 0 and it goes down.
No, you
Nubatama
eat
binds your cards,
0, 1, and
discards
2,
them, and
so he
uses
has to
your
replace all 3 of them to get the chain back online.
It's fine. Although at this point, since we're seeing who's doing things when, I can sort of make my predictions on what's going to be in Booster 17 now.
What are you predicting, Elliot?
Well, it feels like it's going to be Royal Paladin, Gold Paladin, and Shadow Paladin, because you have to have every single one.
In one set.
Because we have Ren, because he needs to do something soon. Kai's not going to stop doing things. And obviously we're going to have antagonist Duder.
Spoilers! I think that antagonist dude who uses the gold paladins is Aichi from the future. Think Zone from 5Ds.
God.
He's got bluish hair, and I remember when they were talking off screen one time, I heard someone that sounded like Aichi's voice actor when he's not using his Aichi voice. So it's probably him, and
That would be a weird plot.
Zone, man, you just take that exact story
Yeah, so
plot.
we're going to have all the Paladins. We're going to have Narukami and Kagura. Maybe Narukami
leaves-
can sit out one set. But Kagura's got to be there because Miwa. And then there's going to be Genesis. And then we're going to have something random like Grand Blue because they show up relatively early in set blocks.
I don't know, man. Musketeers usually show up later, and they showed up now.
They wanted to shake things up a bit. But
Well, you know how that goes.
Got it. We're gonna have Mega.
They only
Con
shake
in the
things
next
up
set.
when they break the chain. As Kiva fan here would agree to. So they have to really do something big to make it like Legion.
Dark Irregular Legion. Let's go.
Man,
It's already
they,
too
Hetsu's
powerful.
not in the show.
they have a Dark Regular Legion. It's called Amon.
That's gonna be the most superfluous shit for them.
That's what I mean. They already have Amon. They don't need another. They,
The
don't need
Rear
a-
Guards Legion.
they already have that too. It's called Doreen the Thruster. They literally do not need a Legion because they already have that.
They need things, and they'll get things that.
It's just not going to be those things because they did no reason to.
I mean, they'll get those things because
They'll get,
they're
they'll
pointless.
get them last minute as like commons and rares because it's like no one's going to use them anyway. Like, why would you use like 2 cards when you can just use the one?
We need
The only real
Tachikaze
use of it is to
Legion.
throw stuff back into your deck. And that's really it.
Dark Regulars don't Soul Blast anyway,
Yeah,
so
it's
any
Soul Blast, so
triggers
it's-
they
Suck up.
charge are stuck there forever.
Yeah, so it's
Unless they're gonna be friendly and finally give them their luck bird.
nah.
Yeah, I
It's been
don't know.
3 years. It's not happening.
That's like one deck that just would not appreciate Legion.
We need Tachi Legion.
I think it's the only one that would really just not appreciate it though. It's like everyone else could at least get some use out of it for the big numbers.
Big numbers and shoving things back.
You know, because Dark Red is the only one that I really like. You know, I'm keeping all of my stuff here. I'm not gonna move it from here, and I'm just gonna be big because of it.
Angel Foes might not benefit from it. Because they usually only kill the shit off they don't want in their damage zone
Oh.
or hand.
That's harder. I mean, they can make some significantly big numbers, but usually it takes a lot
For
of.
the Angel Feather Legion to be particularly good. It has to do something better than Metatron.
It does the same thing Metron does, but any card in the damage zone.
Please, let's hybrid harder.
Man, why not, man? I want some hybrids going on here.
Want some angels rubbing it up against some dragons.
The Ramiel Crossbreak deck ended up being okay and suitably different from Metatron, so it exists.
True. I think those are the only really two that you could argue wouldn't need Legion. I mean, everything else, it would just help them or it wouldn't hurt them. Like Pale Moon Legion, let's go.
Yeah.
They're already getting Musketeer Legion, so that's very make some Borks. I mean, it's like the one thing they couldn't do, and now they can do it. I hope you're ready for this. And
Lance!
Gold Paladins would not hate it.
They would just
We
say
have
that
center
much
lands
harder.
anyway.
Oh
Just
jeez.
have another way to do it.
I just realized something. Musketeers are all double rares. They're gonna go up in price like, jeez.
Well, if the Legions...
Well, you see, they might just get a whole new toolkit altogether that
Well,
gets rid of those.
I don't know if they could replace their 10 and 12k attacker.
Well, they can't replace those, but they can definitely do better than Kaivant and Rebecca.
Yeah.
I don't know how exactly, but you know.
I don't know. But
When this
those are
card
pretty...
is Legion, you may burn one in.
I don't. I'm not too familiar
Probably
on
like
those
the
specific
yellow.
cards. I only know like their main card. So I don't know what Kaivant really does.
I know its effect.
Well,
Counterblast
they
1 when
trade-
it's placed on the field, burn 1, look at the top 4 for a Musketeer, grab it, and put the rest back into your deck and shuffle.
It's pretty good, man. I don't know how they're going to replace that if the deck becomes all Musketeers.
Grade 2, you know, the one that gets Legioned, will probably have some sort of spiffy Counterblast 1+1 ability on it.
We'll see. It's hard to say.
I think it should
And what
just
was
be,
the other one again?
Rebecca
Yeah.
does the same thing as Kaivant.
Well, one of those two is probably going to stay. The other one will probably be replaced for the Legion mate.
Yeah, most likely it'll be Kaivant, since I get the feeling the Legion mate's probably going to do the same thing as him.
I'm just thinking, assuming because it's probably going to be at grade 2 that Legions. I don't see grade 1 generally doing it.
I love you, Kaivant, please forgive me. It actually would be really helpful, though, because then you could tell the difference between freaking Kaivant and
Wait.
Augusta. Why are their arts so
Why,
similar?
don't you run that damage editor, dude?
The damage editor, Almira is going away for, his name's Albert, right? Albert is
yeah,
the,
they're getting an unflipper.
Oh, right, they're getting an
and
unflipper, right.
The Devil Summoner, but better.
Right, they're getting those.
Ernest is the sand trigger, right? And
Ernest saves Christmas.
Antonio's
Antonio's, yeah. I always remember
prepare
it.
your anus for their quintet wall.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus,
It's
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, Quintet Wall.
I'm going to
Musketeers.
make my effect go faster!
That deck's
And-
never gonna stop moving.
And you get to make your, 8 crit force standards or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah.
And they'll
'Cause-
get their own draw, just in case you want to play it.
Because just in case people haven't been keeping up with our talk here, draw triggers are slowly becoming kind of pointless compared to the girth of stand triggers in a game, in a meta where everything attacks for roughly 11 by themselves, if not
Yeah.
more.
And statistics say that your draw triggers actually don't affect your ability to do anything.
It gives you an extra 5k, except for the occasion where it gives you the extra 10k, but since the draw trigger has only 5k, it means you're usually breaking even. Basically getting a trigger that gives you plus 5k on one of your guys, and that's all it does.
Which is brilliant if you damage check it, but that's not where most trigger checks happen.
Nope, it's not the case at all. Like, if you do it for offensive, draw trigger is like the worst thing, and this game is getting more aggressive, so offensive triggers are more important than defensive.
Even our defense decks are getting more offensive. We just talked for like 5 minutes about how Musketeers
Yeah,
one of
Musketeers
those defensive decks
used to
in
be
the
the
game.
slowest defensive thing, and now it might become one of the most make people butthurt decks in the game.
It is becoming a fast tank.
There are gonna be a lot of 12 crit or 12 stand decks, and if a deck's not playing those, it either can't because it wasn't given them, or
my.
it has a very specific reason for playing those draws.
My God, 12 stand. That's scary. Because it's like, even if you don't get the crit, it's like you can stand a whole column.
12 stand is great for decks that attack with their Vanguard last, most namely Aquaforce variants.
Aquaforce.
They're also pretty
These.
funny in the new machining deck because they have a stand that you can play 16 of, just like the Aquaforce can. But this one's actually good because it's 7k the turn it comes down.
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess it's not only talked about Vanguard episodes as much as we can, but we've also talked about new things that we're hoping to do with our stuff.
We go into the rest of an info dump and just...
How about we make that a separate video, Em?
Okay, sorry, I just thought I'd ask.
Alright, so that's all for this Vanguard thing. Be prepared to listen to more stuff, because as someone mentioned, we're going to be doing a info dump from the stuff that happened during the last week, because a lot of things happened. So until next time, everybody, stay cool. Don't be this ooga-hoo. Unless you really want to.
And I don't know.
Bye.